After reaching the Ruby City, the capital of Belial's dominion, I flew too close to the Coal of Hellflame and hit a shield of palladium, a defensive dome around the great prince's residence. That put the cursed inquisitors on my trail, led by the demon Dantalion, the same demon who disincarnated me. And so I had my first death in the Inferno, and the resurrection timer began counting down. Remaining time to respawn, 9, 8, 7. I made my peace with Hakkar's inevitable death while Dantalion was talking to the imp Rafakal, another cursed inquisitor who somehow managed to see the particle of order within me, the thing that gave me my permanent enemy of the Inferno debuff. As I hung in the great nothing of post-death, I began to think, trying to figure out what would happen next. Where would I revive? Ideally in the Inferno, but then what? I couldn't change my appearance, and tiefling Hakkar's service in Belial's dominion was at an end. I could say goodbye to any thoughts of getting the coals in Belial's domain. I'd have to try to get to the lands of Azmodan or Diablo, but they were years away. What a disaster. If I revived on Kharinza, then I'd have to assemble as many allies as I could and throw all our strength into defending Behemoth's temple. I remembered that the king of the Commonwealth, Bastion I, wanted to meet me, and wherever he was, Emperor Kragosh would be too. The rulers would agree to help me. They'd assemble an army, but it wouldn't do any good. Sure, we'd rally. We might even be able to use the essences to take out the legates and the undead horde, but they'd soon be back. Eileen and Mogwai could raise our fallen fighters from the dead and knock together a new army in mere hours, if not minutes. And we didn't have so many concentrated life essences. If we couldn't defend ourselves, I didn't even want to think about that, but I would have to. I glanced at the respawn timer. 4, 3. Not long now. Where Scyth resurrected would determine everything I did next. If he resurrected. Against my expectations, the digits of the timer didn't stop at 0, but kept counting down. 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. If I'd had eyes, I would have blinked. What was happening? By -145, I started to panic. Idiot! Wondering where I'd respawn without even thinking about whether I'd respawn at all. The Inferno was a separate game dimension not yet integrated into Disgardium. The summoning of demon familiars to Disgardium by warlocks and the transfer of mortal souls to the Inferno, these were clearly processes that took place at the level of data exchange between servers. -182, -183, -184,